Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Andrew Does a Thing. My name is Andrew, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different than I normally do. So far on stream, I've been just playing old classic games from my childhood. Or, well, remakes of those classic games, really. The remake of Link's Awakening, remake of Crash 1, and remake of Spyro 1. But I figured I'd do something a little different, just to mix it up. I'm going to play NASCAR 2005, Chase for the Cup. But with a slight twist, in that I am not going to qualify for a single race. I'm just going to jump straight into the race and start at the back of the race and work my way to the front. This game is not a particularly difficult game. Even if you're not qualifying, it's not that difficult of a game. But working your way from the back to the front is a lot more fun than starting from the pole or like a top 5, top 10 position and then just getting the lead and then booking it for 9/10 of the race, being in front of the field. It's just a lot more fun working your way through the field. So I figure I'll do that. The demo mode popped up again, just as I was about ready to actually do something. Of course. Do 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 ba da boo 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 bee ba do 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 do. Go away. Do 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 ba da bee ba boo boo ba do boo 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 boom boom. Anyways, so when you're starting a new file of NASCAR 2005, you start the Prologue mode, which is basically just a race against Ryan Newman. The reason why I didn't want to show it on stream is because it's literally the first thing that comes up when you start a new file, but I wanted to turn off all the music in the game. So I had, because I don't know what music in this game is copyrighted and what isn't, so I figured let's just make sure it's all turned off, just to be safe. But you can replay the prologue, so I'm going to do that now before I jump into the career mode. Just to show you what the whole prologue thingamabob is all about. So you're driving a Dodge Viper. Hey look, that's Ryan Newman. And who just happens to pull up beside you? Gasp. It's Ryan Newman. Double take. I always love that cheesy ass smile. Alright. Oh, I hope the volume is okay. I actually didn't really bother to check the audio mixing. So that's something I should have done, but I'm just gonna plow through as if it's all working fine and dandy, because that's the way I do. Yeah. So pretty easy. One lap shootout versus Ryan Newman. Woohoo! I did it. I am the man.
Hey, it's Ryan Newman. Man, that was some race. You're quite the driver. I don't know if you've ever considered a racing career, but I might just have an offer you can't pass up. I'll have my agent
again, Ryan Newman. You should try to get a side gig as an actor, because man, you just nailed that. You just nailed that performance. Anyways, sarcasm aside, let's go to the fight to the top mode, which is the career mode in this video game. Whoops. Oh, my controller's been doing that. I thought I fixed it, but apparently not. Oh well, I'll suffer with it. It's not that big a deal. First name, new driver. Let's go. Andrew. Whoops. Andrew does I thing. No, it's Andrew does a thing, but I don't know. I'll pretend that's an actual real name. Because comedy. I don't know. Not really. And I'm 33, so we'll do that. Maitland, Florida. I'm not from there. You can't put, I'm from Canada, but you can't put a Canadian address or city or whatever in here, so I'm just gonna go, I don't know. Maybe I should have just went with Maitland, because I can't think of a funny name. Oh, Albuquerque. That's a funny one. Well, it's fun to say anyways. Also, one of my favorite Weird Al songs. Albuquerque, 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 Albuquerque. You should go listen to it. It's a great song. Wait, oh, wait, hold on. There are? Wait. Oh, jeez. There is Canadian cities. Alright, well, I'm too far into my thing anyway, so we'll do that. We'll stick with Albuquerque, New Mexico. I thought it was... Maybe it's a different NASCAR game or a different racing game. Excuse me. Speedy. Motorsports, will that work? Speedy Motorsports. No. Yeah, that works. Oh, he a chonker. I don't know why, but that's just funny. Alright. Yeah, the faces in this game, not the greatest. Which one is funniest? They're all kind of funny in their own weird way. What do you think? Skinny face with a... No, that just looks weird, actually. There we go. Yeah, that works. Alright. Custom. Legend, 8% or 12%? I think 12% is what I normally do. Driving assists... I think I do full. I've tried doing no driving assists in this game before, And it works well in the modifieds, it works well in the truck series, it works well in the Busch series, but for whatever reason, when you go to the Cup series, the top level of NASCAR racing, it really gets weird. The tire wear is like abysmal. Like you can't go a full run on the tires before, you know, you just ruin your tires and you just start losing positions like crazy. Unlimited fuel and tires off. I want pit stops. Quick repair, normal. Do I want quick repair or normal? I'll go normal, why not? Yellow flags on. Yeah, I want yellow flags. Alright. Sure you want to start with the custom settings. Once it's started with these settings, you can no longer change them. That works for me. Alright, cool. Alright. So yeah, it's kind of quiet without the music, which sucks, but like I said, oh, excuse me.
This is Ace Moneymaker, and I am your new agent. My boy Ryan Newman tells me that you are quite the hot prospect. Well, listen up.
Ace Moneymaker.
Ryan's got a Featherlight modified ride, and he wants you to drive it this season. Will you done?
Yeah. Alright, let me, whatever. I was gonna up the voice volume, but that requires me to go back a couple menus, and I'm too lazy for that. Alright, so race shop. Yeah, I know how this game works. I've been playing it for 15, 16 years. 17, actually. I think it came out in 04. Yeah, alright, the Dodge Classic Red car, yep. Oh, it's already selected for me. Oh, right, that's right. Because that's the default one. And I don't have any other contracts available this early in career mode. So, let's go straight into race number 1. Oh, shut up. Alright.
EA Sports is proud to welcome you to the Red Ball Raceway for the running of the Railway 150. These NASCAR Featherlight Modified Series drivers will be pushed to the limit
I am not going to
as
qualify.
they race wheel to wheel around this grueling short track. A lot of up-and-coming drivers have made the trip out.
I'm just going to go straight into the race, and it'll start me at the back. Ooh, hold on. That's a little close. I want the... Yeah, that's the one. Camera shake, no camera shake. Rear mirror, yes. Best line, no. I don't change the field of view. Okay, so that's good. There we go. And this is the perfect track to start out on, because you can really get a lot of traction on the apron there, the bottom below the track, and really make up some time on these guys. Oops. I try to be clean-ish, but, well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I'll use them to help me turn in the corner, but I don't like actively smash into people when I'm doing this mode. Like, I'll bump into them like that, but unless I'm, you know, unless I'm desperate. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to do that. I didn't realize I was going to wash up the track there, and at the same time he was going to come down there. Ooh. So yeah, you can already see how easy this is. Not even halfway into the race and I'm already in the top 5. Jeez, I'm gonna lead half the laps, over half the laps. But not all races are this easy. They're all pretty easy, but they're not this easy. Some of them are actually really challenging to go back to the front on. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna play for. One of the reasons why I chose this game is because it's not as involved in a sense as like Spyro is or what have you. Because, you know, in Spyro you're playing these big sprawling levels that take, you know, anywhere from, you know, like around half an hour or longer to finish. Maybe not quite that long, 20 minutes to half an hour, maybe even 45 minutes or so. Whereas these races take 5, 10, at most 15 minutes. And I'm going to be heading out at 4. I gotta help my Nana. She's gotta go to dialysis, so I'm helping my Nana get to the hospital. So I gotta be... yeah. So that's about a little less than 2 hours from now. So I'll probably just be at this for an hour and a half, give myself plenty of time to get ready to head out. Probably finish the first season of this file, and that'll probably take me to about an hour and a half. Well, maybe not actually. I don't think I can get through the first full season in an hour and a half. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I really wish that the no assist mode in this game was better for the Cup Series, because I really enjoy the extra little bit of challenge that provides. But like I said, with Cup Series, it just gets to a point where you just can't do anything. At least I wasn't able to. Maybe if I practice more or whatever, it might be better. Maybe I'm just driving too hard and tearing up my tires too much. Yeah, burnout. But yeah, I definitely remember being really enthralled in the no assist mode up until I got to the Cup Series, and then it was like, what even is this? Yeah, but over half the laps. Oh, right. I turned down the music volume too, because there's a little blurb of celebratory music that appears after that. Oh, thank you.
Alright, now you've got a race under your belt, so
No, I'm good. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will just flick through all the screens just so I don't have to deal with any more pop-up Ace Moneymaker stuff. What a name for an agent. Yeah. Polo Awards, I'm not getting any of those. Whatever. Alright. So, let's move on to race 2, shall we? Another thing I want to do with this mode is I think I'm only going to take 1-star rides in terms of like quality. Maybe, we'll see. At least for the first good while. You start out in a 3-star one, so I can't control that, but when I move up to like the trucks, I'm gonna pick just a 1-star ride, I think. just to, you know, make it a little more fun. Milwaukee Mile.
Ladies and
Ooh, I love
gentlemen,
this track.
welcome to the Milwaukee Mile, one of
Maybe I shouldn't have backed off right there. Oh well, I'm sure it will be fine. Come on, come on. Ah, crap, he's not gonna let me. Oh, he will. He can get real low on some of these tracks. In the modifieds, anyways. Trucks and Busch, kind of, but Cup Series, if you try to go down on the apron, 9 times out of 10, you're asking for trouble. Cars are, I guess, a little too fast in this game to handle that. But that's fine. At least for extended periods. You could, like, dip onto the apron for a little bit, but going through the whole corner is a little bit of a different deal. Is he gonna get in front of me here? Ooh, that's okay. Flying through the field like it's nothing. I'm wondering if I did. Whoa, 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 whoa there, buddy. I'm wondering if 12% was too much. Because I don't think the races are normally this long that I do it. I might normally do 8%, which actually makes it more challenging in a way, because you have less time to get to the front. So I might reset this. We'll see. Yeah, I think it is 8% that I do normally. Yeah, these races seem a little longer than I'm used to. Yeah, it's nowhere near as tense when I got all this extra time to work with. So I'm not exactly sure how to reset the fight to the top mode. I guess I could just start a new file, but then I'd have to mute the music. Well, I could just mute the audio for a quick second. But yeah, I think this was too long. I'll just finish this race and then I'll figure out how to reset the fight to the top mode. I think 8% would be like 12 laps, I guess, as opposed to 18. So I mean, I'd still would have won, but like I didn't make any big mistakes, and a big mistake would probably put me out of the game. Whereas here, if I make a big mistake, I mean, I'm already a second ahead. And I just passed the leader like 2 laps ago. So, there's plenty of time to make up time. Yeah, I definitely got to reset this, because this is too long. Takes all the tension out of the racing. I mean, not there's a huge amount, because it's still easy, even on Legend mode, which is the hardest mode. This is not that difficult of a game. I did notice that on Twitch, one of the tags for this game is simulation, which is not at all accurate. This is not a simulation game in the slightest. It is a lot more arcadey for sure. So yeah, I found that kind of funny when I saw that. There's got to be a way to reset the fight to the top mode. There has to be. I never really done it because I don't think I've ever really needed to or wanted to. Oh. I wonder if maybe those guys behind me are going to crash into that guy. It actually looks like, if you look up on the map there, looks like some of them did. That's hilarious. I wonder if that one guy who missed it. So there's like a 3.5 seconds gap to the guy behind me, and that gap to the pack behind him is way more than that. So they're like 8 or 9 seconds back from me. That's crazy. Oh, here's this guy again. I think I might turn on the crew chief's voice too, because it's getting a little boring having just the engine noises. That was a bad burnout, but whatever. I guess I could do this. I want to see how far behind that guy was. 2 laps. Neat. Alright, so I'm going to go see if I can restart this career mode, because I want to shorten up the races to make them a little more challenging. Because you can't change it once you started. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done just like a regular one-off race first, but I didn't even think of that. Alright, let's see here. Exit. My NASCAR. Settings. No. EA Sports Extras. No. Race modes. I think I am going to have to start a new one, aren't I? Well, that sucks. Right? Because there's no way to delete it, right? Skill points, best laps, favorite driver, settings, gameplay. I think I've already. I think... Let me just double check here. Save game, edit driver, trophy room, best laps. No, I don't see any way to reset the career mode. Alright, so I'm going to have to start a new file. Because the races are a little longer than I'd like. Alright, so... I might even have to just reset the whole game to do this. So... yeah. Give me a quick second here. I'm just going to shut off the game audio, because... I don't... like I said before, I don't know what music is and is not copyrighted in this game, so I just want to steer clear of any possible DMCA whatever nonsense. So I'm just going to mute the game audio right now, and I'm going to reset and start another one, start another file, so that it's a little more challenging. So that I have a little, less time to work my way from the back to the front. Yeah, I might have to look into what music is and isn't copyrighted in this game, because this game has a really good soundtrack. Even what music I think is made just for this game is like really good. But there's also like actual licensed tracks from bands that sing and have guitars and stuff. Yeah, I also don't like how my AV converter kind of darkens the image a bit. It blurs the image a bit and darkens the image, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but I don't really have any other options right at the moment. I mean, AV converters are fairly cheap from what I've seen, but still not in really the greatest position to be spending money I don't have, or don't need to spend, I should say, at the moment. Woo! I did it. Alright. Oh, I can't exit out of this. Yes, Ryan Newman. We know you're not an actor. Oh, that's right, you can't hear this, because I muted it. Exit to main menu for now, because I gotta do some things here. Alright, so I'll go with Matt Kenseth on this one, because if you're a NASCAR fan, you know that Matt Kenseth is not a great qualifier, but he's known for working his way through the field and being at the front at the end of the race. So I think that's a pretty apt driver choice. The previous file I had was Jeff Burton, who, a much similar situation. I think he only had 6 poles in his entire career, and like 21 or 22 wins. And 4 of those poles came in 1 year. when he was when the 1 year he had exceptionally good qualifying. But yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna shut off the music here, and then I'm gonna turn the audio back on. Audio, let me turn, whoa, that's loud. I know you can't hear that right now, but that was loud. I'll leave the music, because speech times, do I want times? No, I think I'll just do the speech. Alright, that should be good. Music, audio, oh no, I just did that. Music, gameplay, controller, yeah, okay, that's good. Alright. So let's put the audio back on. And what I'm going to do here is save a copy of this one, just in case I make another mistake. Setting up my fight to the top mode, I don't have to completely go through everything all over again. I can just reload the save and I'll be right there. I made a grandiose hand gesture as if you could see it. But I don't have a webcam yet. And I mean, I do kind of want to get a webcam at some point, but for now I think my stream setup is the computer I stream on, I think, is challenged enough by just streaming. I think trying to stream and trying to capture both a game and a video, you know, a webcam, I think that might be a little too much for my computer at the moment. So, no webcam for the foreseeable future. Anyways, is there anything else I wanted to do before No, I think we're good here. Alright, so let's set up this. So, Andrew Doe's thing. Andrew Doe's a thing. Because that's a real name that actually exists. And Albuquerque, Queerque, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque, cause it's a funny word to say. Anyways, team name. What did I do? Speedy Racing? Speedy Motorsports? Speedy. Oh, let's go Speedy Racing. That works for me. And what did I do? I did... Which face? That face and... Is it that face? No. That's the face. There we go. That's the one I did. Alright. So, custom. Legend. Oh. Okay. You can't do 4%. I guess that makes sense. Driving assist full. Because, this game gets a little bit weird with driving assists when you get to the Cup Series. I think I mentioned that before, but oh well. Legend, short, full, off, normal, on. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yes, I do. Alright, cool.
This is Ace Money.
Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get to it. Starting this all over again. Just to add a little something here, shorten up the races to make them a little more challenging. And this modified mode is probably the easiest mode. Modified racing. It's probably the easiest in the game. Let's see here. Display. Far chase. Camera shake. No camera shake. That gets annoying. Alright. And I think we're good here. Okay.
What's going on? Everything okay with the car?
Yeah, I barely made contact. Now I remember why I turned off the crew chief in most of my files. This has a lot of stupid things. Whoa, 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 buddy. Okay, I'm just getting a little impatient here. I'm bumping people out of the way. I try not to do that.
Clear, all clear. Watch the outside.
Yeah, I just want to get through these first two races, I guess, because I've already done them. But
Clear, all clear, whatever you need. 1 second, just 1 second back. Go on. Get past another. All clear.
let's see here. Okay, that works.
Clear on the other side.
Let's see here. If I can pass this guy, I'll lead exactly half the laps.
Get to the halfway mark. Plenty of time left. Just worry about
There we
hitting your
go.
mark. Going outside.
The over-under.
Okay, now, let's see if we can put some distance on the field.
That's one thing about this game is you can kind of bait the AI. If you like enter a corner high, the AI will try to block you, and then you can cut down and tuck underneath them before they can get down and block you. What I'm saying is the AI in this game is a little stupid. Because normally you just stay on the bottom. Because at most of these tracks it's the best line, but yeah.
Haven't got much longer on that left front tire. 2 more times around.
Oh, we got a slow guy coming up here. Looks like someone's had some incidents. An incident has occurred. Ooh, can I lap him? No, I don't have enough time. Unless he slows up real quick here. Oh, so close. One more lap and I would have easily lapped that guy. Oh well.
Great job, man. It's party time.
Oh, burnout. Yeah. Cool. Neat. Alright. Yeah, that's the length of race I'm used to doing on these back to front, no qualifying mode.
It's Ryan. Just call
Thank you.
Alright, now you've got a race under your...
Okay, cool. Let's save it. Milwaukee Mile. Probably my favorite track that the modifieds go to. Well, actually, no, not necessarily, because they go to Martinsville, and that's probably my favorite track. But this is definitely one of my favorite tracks for sure. Really like it. A lot of these shorter tracks that are flat in the corners I seem to like a lot. I mean, yeah, there's some banking in the corners, but there's nowhere near the banking as there was in the last race I did. Hey man, you did that to yourself. I was there. I even slowed down, and you still got in my way, and I'm not gonna stop for you, you know. Yeah, there we go. That was a nice corner. Whoa, okay, I saved it. Can I make it underneath him? Yeah, there we go. Right, yeah. Oh, come on, buddy. I hate when the AI tries to block you when you're already beside them. I don't understand. There we go. Nice. Alright. Took me 4 laps to get to the lead. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know what the most challenging series in a no qualifying version of this game would be. I mean, in a sense, the Cup Series would be the most challenging just because, you know, it's the highest level of NASCAR racing. But there's also a lot more time to work your way to the front. The modifieds are really easy, so you don't need a lot of time to work your way to the front. So that leaves the Busch and the Truck Series. But I might say that the Truck Series is probably the toughest because A, just the way that the trucks drive, and B, because of how much, or I should say how little time you have to get to the front. Although I enabled pit stops, so you can take 2 tire stops and win that way. If I'm desperate, I'll do that, but I want to, you know, I want to challenge myself. I guess I could have just done no pit stops at all, but I like the pit stops because they kind of break up the race in the middle. They give you a little chance to kind of get a mini breather in and kind of refocus for the second half of the race. Especially if you're not as close to the front as you'd like to be. Yeah. Jeez, I'm already almost 3 seconds ahead. Wow. I didn't realize I was making that much time on the field. In other words, 2 laps to go.
most laps today, that's 5 more bonus points. One more
Nice.
lap. That'll pop across the line first. I knew we picked you as our driver for a reason. Great win.
Wow, 4 seconds. That crowd is loud. Hey, I rhymed. I'm a poet, and I didn't even realize that that is what I was beating.
It's Ace here. Now, prestige is the most important attribute that you can have. The big time racing.
Oh man, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Alright, give me one quick second. I'm gonna just take a quick little break here. I haven't been streaming for quite an hour, but still. Alright, I'm back. Alright, another one of my favorite tracks, Old Spice Speedway. This is a road course. And you'll probably see why it's one of my favorite tracks. It's a fairly simple road course. It's not as many turns as most road courses have, but that's fine.
EA Sports welcomes you to today's running of the Door County 150.
It's almost two ovals just fused together, basically,
A favorite among these
with a couple little twists here and there. Let's get the draft here.
On your right. Gain another spot. Hold it steady.
Dig down right in the apron, make up a bunch of spots. Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
Watch it now. Rewind. Clear, all clear.
Get in the There you go. Lap 1, already in the top 10. Now, I don't know if I can do this, but sometimes I've been able to get the lead at the end of lap 2 here at this track. This time I might not be quite close enough to make it happen. I don't think so. But yeah, I really like this track. Other than, you know, the obvious reason that the AI doesn't quite seem to be as, you know, quite so fast. But it's just a nice flowing track. I like a track that has a nice flow. Skim the wall there. I also like a track where you can gain a lot of time by going off track. Oops. Keep pushing a little wider out of that corner than I mean to, but no big deal. You know what? Can I get the lead here? Oh, not quite, not quite. Like a 1/10 of a second off. Oh well. I'll get the lead here. Oops. Alright. Kind of gave him that position because I smashed into a side there. If I just nudge someone, not a big deal, but I don't really want to smash into people. And boom, bada bing, bada bang, done. I just gotta not mess up. Oops. Yeah, with full assists, you don't have to brake or let off the gas, but I find that it still helps to do that. You can still gain time by letting off the gas or even braking manually, because there's an auto brake with full assists on. Do a little off-roading. Yeah, like that little kink there, the little left-right turns, letting off the gas before each of those turns really helps get through that little kink. Letting off the gas before any corner in this track really helps. And really, any road course or short track in this game, letting off the gas before you enter a corner is a good idea. At least that's what I found. Man, I love this game. I mean, 17 years after release and I'm still playing it, so oops. I must still like it. Right, 17 years? Yeah, because 04 this game came out, and it's now 2021. Take 4 away from 21, and you get 17. So yeah, that'd be 17 years. Dang, this game is a little over half as old as I am. that makes me feel a little old. Just a little old.
We got it. That's a win. You had yourself
You're
quite a
dang right
long
that's a
race out
win.
there, kid.
Ooh, almost 5 seconds. Oh, I didn't check the race results. That's fine. I think I led 5 laps there. Yeah. Right? Because it was, yeah, lap 3. I was like 1/10 of a second behind.
What's up, pal?
Something like that.
Thought I'd mention that right.
Yep, I know that.
Hey, I forgot to mention something.
I know that.
Hey, you know, I don't know what.
Ooh, already. 3 races in, I've already got 50,000 fans. Neat. Nascar Speedway. Ooh, I love this track. You know, I think I'm going to stop saying I love this track because I think I love every track that the modified series goes to. Yeah, I don't think there's one track on this circuit that I don't like.
You're here at the Nazareth Speedway for more exciting NASCAR Featherlight Modified Series action.
Indeed. This is a unique track, so yeah. It's not your typical oval. It's got a weird kink, or a dog leg as some people call it, on the front stretch. But yeah. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I did not expect them to slow up like that. But that hindered my progress. So I passed those guys easily, but I put myself a little further back than I would have liked. Oh well. So I should say, I probably won't lead the most laps this race, especially because I kind of did myself there at the beginning of the race there. But as long as I finish the race first, that's all that matters to me. This is why I like doing the back to the front mode, because you're always racing. Well, for the most part. The modified series, like I said, is probably the easiest series in this game. I'll leave that guy the position back because I'm half a second from the front. And I You thought I was gonna go on the high side, but I didn't. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa, okay.
Clear on both sides. By my calculations, we're about halfway up. Leader's right in front of you. Clear, clear. Go hard, go hard. Still hanging on. Got a great run going. Keep it up. Clear, all clear.
And there we go. No trouble at all. No trouble at all.
Good job.
Just cut across the grass. You know, just mowing the lawn.
Here we go, last lap.
It'd probably be a lot harder to do this if I were to actually stay on the track. Might have to try that one of these races, but we'll see.
Big win. Great job. See you in victory lane.
Yeah, so it's entirely possible to win every race in a modified series in 1 year, even starting from the back. Whoa, oh, my controller's doing weird things again. Alright, so what was that, 4 laps? Oh, oh no, okay, never mind. He led the most laps. T. Foster. I wonder when I'm gonna get an offer to test drive a truck here. Should happen fairly soon. Normally I jump right in as soon as I get the offer and get, you know, and successfully test drive. But I think I'll wait till like the last race of the season to
EA Sports welcomes you to the Levi Speedway for this year's running of the Martinsville
do that,
Speedway.
just because. We'll see.
Get ready. Go on green. Green flag. Let's go.
This track's a little tricky to work your way back to the front. It's a little more narrow than other tracks, and there isn't a whole lot of room on the apron to squeeze your car onto, as you can see. Whoa, whoa, wasn't expecting that.
Okay, we're clear.
This corner you can really give her on the apron though, but these other corners... Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? What the hell was that?
Okay, buddy, 10 laps to go.
Yes,
Still on high.
there you go.
You're open up the spot.
Battle each other and make it easy for me to pass. That works for me. Alright.
Distance between you and the leader is about 2.5 seconds. 1-1. Still there. That's another behind us.
Yeah, so a fair amount of the tracks in this game don't actually exist in real life. They're, I guess, fantasy tracks, the game calls them. This is one of them. The first race in the series was another one, Red Ball Raceway, and old Spice Speedway, the road course I did, is another custom track, or fantasy track. And I'd love to do custom tracks, that'd be cool. Whoops! Okay. A little higher on the corner than I wanted to. Okay. Alright. These guys really block at the worst parts. The worst times. The AI in these NASCAR games, not the brightest. Not the brightest. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, see? He went way up high to block me, and he compromised his own line to do that, and it just made it way too easy for me to do, to make the pass. Even on Legend mode, which is supposedly, well, it is the hardest mode in this game, but it's not that difficult. And voila! Another win. Me am good at NASCAR racing. At least virtual NASCAR racing. Well, on the EA Sports games anyways. Oh, what was it? The NASCAR games that came out after the EA ones, the ones made by Technics, was very hit and miss for me. I won a lot in that game, but it was because like half of my wins in that game. Yes, there's the test system I was looking for. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what were those games called? NASCAR, not NASCAR Heat. I think that's the newest NASCAR games. I can't remember what they're called. I'm not even sure if I still have that. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. NASCAR the Game. That's what they were called, yeah. NASCAR the Game 2011. So like I was saying, half of my wins in that game were because of really bad AI and scripting or whatever. Basically, because I was so hit and miss at that game, and I really struggled finding setups that worked for me. I'd just get frustrated and go into the race with a crappy setup, and I'd end up spinning out, and like, some of those races I'd, spin out multiple times, and one of those times would happen to be, like, right on the cusp of being able to make it on a pit stop. So I'd pit, but no one else would pit. And then, because I pit, no one else would pit, when it went back to green, like 1 lap or 2 lap after I pit, everyone else would pit, and I'd have like a lap advantage and go on to win, even though I was barely holding on to the car and struggling to make decent lap times, The other half of my wins were legitimate, There were tracks in that game where I could find a good setup and I could, actually manage to win the race legitimately, but, like, I didn't even get through my first season, because, like, I could stand not having a good setup and messing up a lot, but I couldn't stand that the game would just let me win because it was poorly programmed, Also in that game, the AI was, like, the actual racing AI was probably worse because like the whole field would just go one single line. Just one single file line. They'd all take the exact same line around the track. They'd barely pass each other. And it was really frustrating to, you know, it was just a weird game. Alright, so 20.2 seconds. I can manage that. Especially if I use the apron here. So this is just, whoop, yeah, maybe not so much. So yeah, if I was using the modifieds, I could use the apron quite a lot, but yeah, trucks and upwards, you can really only like dip onto it for like a little bit. You can't like ride around the apron. Oh, I've already shattered that lap. You only need to beat, they give you 5 laps to beat the time, but you only need to beat it once. It's not like an average. You just gotta beat that lap time once. I could crawl around at 10 miles per hour for the rest of these laps and they'd still give me a ride based on how good my first lap was. A good lap. Pretty consistent lap times too. They're all around 19.8, which is pretty good. I like consistency. Nice. Yeah, that second lap was the biggest outlier. But that's because I took too much apron and I slid? Yeah, slid because of it. Lost some time. Not much though. Not as much as I thought I was gonna lose. Gonna say not as much as I thought I was gonna lost, but that's not the way that's not how that word works. Anyways, so next race is probably my absolute favorite track, Martinsville. Thing though is, in the modifieds, this actually probably is one of the more challenging tracks to not qualify in. Which is fine by me. I like that extra added challenge.
EA Sports and the Martinsville Speedway would like to welcome you to tonight's running of the Appalachian 150. You're in for a treat this evening, as some of the greatest emerging talent in the NASCAR Featherlight Modified Series is here to race for the checkered flag.
All right.
Be ready now. Green and coming. Green, buddy. Go, go, go.
Whoa. Okay. Yep. That's one of the reasons why this is challenging, because there's not a whole lot of room in this track. Ah, dang it. Okay. I could reset, but I'm not going to do that. I'll be lucky if I finish top 10 here. Oh, you know what? I'll be lucky if I even pass anybody at this point. I should have just tried to chill out in the first lap and let the field spread out a bit. Oh well. I know, shut up. That was completely and entirely my fault. Should have known better. I might be able to pass a few guys here, but I don't think I think maybe 15th is the absolute best I can do at this point. Yikes. Oh, and it's a shame too, because I really love Martinsville. I'm gaining quite a bit of time. Actually, I'm already 2 seconds up on where I was, so, I mean, it's still possible. Unlikely, but it is still possible. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I am going to get a little aggressive and start pushing people around, because I won't have much of an option otherwise.
Everyone's okay. Don't worry about it. He's willing to work with you as long as you stay out of his way.
I'm already at 15th. Okay, cool.
Okay, time to go. We just left 6 seconds ahead. Stay to the halfway mark. You're right where you want to be. Stay hungry. Clear on either side.
I think there's also some catch-up AI going on here.
Still beside you. Time to go. You got both sides. You're all clear.
Like, the AI will catch up to you, but it also let you catch up to them if you're, like, way back. Yeah, okay, so, top 10. I'll take a top 10. Might even sneak a top 5.
Clear, clear. Outside, outside, you got one outside. You gained another position with that.
Whoa, whoa,
Forget about him. Focus on the race.
whoa. Some craziness going on here in this race.
Clear, all clear.
Alright, top 5.
Okay, buddy. We're about 5
I
seconds.
don't know if I can get that guy ahead of me. I don't know if I have enough time. But, oh well. I'll take a 5th. I will definitely take a 5th. I'm spinning myself out
Last lap.
and being 9 seconds back to finishing in the top 5, less than 5 seconds back. Yeah, that's a pretty good recovery, I'd say. Yeah, I was definitely trying to... I was getting a little too cheeky there, trying to
Let's keep this up,
take too
guys.
much room.
Awesome race.
Trying to you know, get too far onto the curb, and yeah, that didn't work out very well. Let's see if I can see that happen. Right here? No? Oh, it's not going to show it. Oh, that's right, it doesn't show. It doesn't really show crashes in the highlight reel, which sucks, because I would have liked to have seen that, but oh well. Well, that's a shame, but oh well. It's really a shame because I didn't win at my favorite track. What can you do? Just be more careful on the next one.
Jeff Gordon here. So you're
Ooh,
the new
yes.
kid on-
Yes, absolutely. Let me just save it here. So I'll do this little challenge. Basically, random cup drivers will challenge you to races in production cars. A little 3-lap shootout. So yeah, I'll do this, and then I think I'll do one more race, and that'll probably it for this stream. Speedway Boulevard. Oh, right, I forgot how big this track is. It's a big one. Whoa! Slidey. I'm surprised I got a better run off the corner than Jeff Gordon did, considering I was sideways to that corner. Okay. used to the layout of this track here. It's been a little bit since I've raced on this track, so I can't say I exactly remember how it's laid out. Ooh, wow, this is I gotta find a way to fix this whole situation with my AV converter, AV to HDMI converter, because that really made that one part of the track real dark there. It's hard to see what was going on. Oops, oops. Oops. Alright. Oh, I don't like this little dirt section. Whoa, yeah, don't like that dark section there. Holy jeez. Alright, might not win this one. In fact, I'm gonna just say that I probably won't. That's fine. Could be cheesy and try to spin him out, but... Whoa. But I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'm gonna stop slowing up if he brakes at a weird point and... Ah, jeez. Alright. See if I can get him to... Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, what the heck was that? I just completely lost it there. Yeah, I'm not winning this one. Oh well. I mean, unless Jeff Gordon really messes it up here. It's gonna come right down to the wire. Screw you. Ah. Hey, if he was gonna spin me out, if he was gonna do that to me, then I would definitely do that to him. Oh well, no big deal. Damn, I almost had it though. But wow, that Corvette, real slidey car. Richmond, all right. So I'll just do this race, and then that'll probably be it for this stream, because I want to make sure I'm ready to help my Nan out with her dialysis appointment. It's in a half an hour, but I just want to be 100% sure I'm ready, you know. I don't want to have to rush around at the last second.
The Richmond International Raceway.
Be ready now. Green is coming. Green flag, jump on it. Let's go outside.
AIs. Don't really give you a lot of space to work with. That was my fault. I was on the gas a little earlier than I should have been.
Not much distance between you and the leader. Let's make our move. Hey, that's worth another spot. Dig. Come on.
Oh, this is really dark. This is normally not this dark of a game. So it's definitely my AV converter that's messing with the picture here.
Go outside. You're clear. Leader only has about a second on you. Outside. Good job, you're fine. All clear, bud. This one's half over. You're sitting just fine. Plenty of time to get up there.
Oh yeah.
Watch the outside. There you go, all clear. Go outside. Caught the leader. Patient with the pass. Bye, buddy. 5 laps to go. You taking third. You're in third position. Keep it up. Whatever you need, you're clear. Sitting about halfway on the hill right now. What's up, hot? The car is strong. Keep up the pace. Clear. Let's go. White flag. We got the
Nice.
win. Oh yeah, you're the man. Great race.
Thank you. Man, I wish they'd position the cars a little better at some of these tracks, so you didn't have to move to make a nice burnout. Because a lot of times you do a burnout and then you just slam into the wall. Like halfway through the, a donut, that's the word. You're doing donuts, yeah. Burnout is just standing still doing this. Alright, redemption for Martinsville. Alright, so I think that's going to be about it for me here. I don't know if I'm going to stream later after I help my Nana with dialysis. Probably not. But we'll see. Dodge Raceway. Ooh, another good track I like. Let me just flip through this quickly. See if there's another Martinsville race on the schedule. I can't remember if there is or not, but I think it's just the one. No, I think it is just the one. Dang. Oh well. No big deal. Well, alrighty. Well, that was fun. I always enjoy a little bit of back to front NASCAR action. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.